Ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, and welcome back to another episode of To Hell and Back. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and hit the bell. I absolutely love you. And guys, if you'd like to come and be part of our show, I'm sure there's a banner here with numbers that will come out. Send a WhatsApp message and my team will respond to you and make sure that they book you so that you can also come and share your story. Now, my ninjas, today we are here with Mr. Tepiso or William, right?
Yeah, William Tepiso.
William Tepiso,
Yeah.
how are you?
No, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's good to finally meet you
Ne?
in person.
Are you a ninja?
I'm a ninja.
You are a ninja.
Now I'm a full-blown ninja.
That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and start off with just tell us who are you, where were you raised, your background.
Yeah. As I said, my name is Tepiso William Brenham Ramosolo. I'm from Pretoria. I was born in Limpopo but raised in Pretoria. My father is from Gauteng. My mother is from Limpopo. And I did my primary in Pretoria. I did my secondary in Pretoria. And I also did my varsity in Pretoria as well. So in a nutshell, that is me, a bit where I'm from. I'm married. I've been married to my wife for 15 years.
Haibo.
Yes.
How old are you, Kanti? You look 15.
I look 15, I know.
Haibo.
Yes.
Are you
Actually,
serious?
yeah, my first daughter is actually 15. So my second born is 11. So yes, I just look young.
How old are you?
Should I say it?
Yeah, say your age because now we are all
I'm scared
shocked.
to say it.
Why?
I'm scared to look, I'm over 30s. I'm 35.
You're my age.
Yes. So I'm still.
You just loved Badala things young. Okay, so you got married at the age of like 20 then.
Yeah.
And you had your first child basically like the age of 20 and stuff.
Yeah, 19.
19.
Precise.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been with my wife ever since.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
we got married after my firstborn child. So yeah, I've been with her. It's been great. So I know a lot of people say I grow younger. I don't know why, but maybe it's the diet, it's the food that I eat as well. I try to keep my diet as strict as possible. So
No, that's definitely working. I need that diet.
no, thanks.
help me
It's a
with that.
compliment. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you do definitely.
Sometimes
look a
I
lot
do
younger.
take it offensive when people say you look young.
Are you serious? No, but that's why you're eating strict, Tanker.
Yeah.
So
And
it's a
sometimes when
compliment.
I'm walking with my daughter, she's a little bit just same height as me. So when I'm walking with her on the road, maybe I'm holding her hand and then people look at me
funny
to
like
say,
what are you doing
"This
with
guy,
the child?"
What are you doing with the child?
Can't it's your child.
Can't it's my child.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the story that you wrote to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been the story that I'm about to unveil. I just want to be clear before we start. I have nothing against anyone. I actually love everybody. I don't hold grudge against anyone. I'm someone that believes that God can use people. And I've seen it with me and my wife. She's not here, but she's part of this. In 2016, when I lost my job, something came to me, and I was so fascinated about the education system. In actual fact, let me put it like this: I'm someone that I can only function when there's problems. If a problem comes, then my head starts spinning. But without problems, it's quiet. It's everything looks normal. So in 2016, there was a rise in South Africa of teenage pregnancy, dropouts, even rape cases as well to the kids. So it struck me very deep with my wife, and we share a lot. So we started going through what is the real core problems of this, and by doing that, my father, on the other hand, was still working as a principal. So I started to engage with my father just to know the education system, how it functions as well within the internal. It's very difficult to work with something if you are external out of it. You need someone to actually feed you, to say, this is this, this is this. And that's what he did. And while he was feeding me, and then I started coming up with solutions. But it was very difficult because you do something not knowing actually where it's taking you. You just do it out of passion, out of love, and out of grief that people are crying out there with what's actually happening. And I started to then formulate my researches. I went to schools. I went to do surveys. I started to engage with the learners as well. Remember, I had my father as a teacher, so that part I didn't do as much because he was there feeding me with it. And I started doing research with the kids. And upon that, getting all the information that I did get, I figured out that, look, there is no other way. But because what I found out is that teachers cannot sort out children's issues because they're not qualified to do that precisely, from varsity as well. And another thing was that their core importance of their core is to make sure that you get education, you get learned, you get that lesson. And during my study or my research at that time, I knew how long a period takes in a class, those kind of things, to say, if also Owamie is a maths teacher and she's trying to teach, and there's this learner that's being destructive, then it disturbs the whole lesson. It disturbs time, it disturbs the lesson, it disturbs other kids that are actually there to learn and want to learn. And some of these issues that you just think that the child is a troublemaker, but there's issues behind the child having those kind of problems. And it could be family problems at home, it could be social support problems, it could be psychological problems, it could be financial strain at home, it could be mom and dad are druggies or alcoholics. There's so many things that go behind a child, rather than confronting the child that why is this child just being a destructive child. And what then I did is, I then me and my wife, because I have to involve her, I feel so convicted, even if she's
No,
not
like
here.
as of now, we know it's you and your wife. But
Yes.
you can say you and you
Yes.
represent both you and your
Yes,
wife. Yeah.
yes, yeah. So we initially, I came with this model to say, look, I need to have a mediator between a child and a teacher. So that, if that one child is distracting the whole class, then that mediator can take out the child and deal with the child, and the lesson continues. And that was the first main thing. But while I was doing that, it then broadened the scale of just doing that specific thing. to say this mediator can come as well and assist in terms of making sure that the learners are wearing proper uniform, ensuring that there is no direct confrontational issues with the teacher. They are there to say, look, teacher, you can wait, I'll step in. And then if there's issues, I'll contact the parents, I'll contact the SGB, I'll contact the principal, And hence I say the mediator, that's how it came, was there also to make sure that the school safety is also adhered. They would then wait at the gate to make sure that all learners are actually entering the school, because there's kidnappings as well at schools. There's so many issues that we experience, parent by parent, school by school. And when you have something in mind, you precisely do not have an end goal for it. You dig like a diamond. Up until then, you start seeing that, I think I have a path to this. So I then decided to say, look, I'm going to call these guys assistant teachers. Because, first of all, there is no qualification for assistant teachers in South Africa. So SAQA will not recognize these people. You have to put it in a nice way. But then I also understood that, as much as I want these assistant teachers to come in depth with the kids, they also need to be equipped, So I then put it also in my program, in the program or the research that I was doing, to say, they have to, how can I put it? They have to make sure that the whole school is, they do not the dirty job, but the job that the teacher can't really take their own time and
do, and also focus on teaching the school. School kids.
Yeah. Picking it up that, also the SGB isn't playing their role. They're just there to just, I don't want to say this, but they're there to eat the money.
No, they are.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm being blatant.
No, I mean, I think that also for me, and that's our opinion, right? That's my opinion as well. I went to school and I finished. I didn't really even know who were part of the SGB.
Yeah.
I felt like they only were there to communicate with teachers and maybe if there are parents meetings and stuff. But as school kids, they knew nothing about us individually, like in terms of just even as a group of like maybe issues we're having. They never approached us as school kids.
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
So you probably didn't even know that you had SGBs up
until
you start probably
being grade 11 to 12.
Yeah. So that's why I brought these assistant teachers.
Okay.
So I did formulate it. I did the program. In the program, I actually even did the qualifications or the modules that these assistant teachers will need. So they will need psychology. They will need sociology. They will need some form of maths. They will need some form of English. Because remember, I said they need to deal with these kids in depth, not in a shallow way, to say, what's happening at home? And then that's it, But to sit down, where does mom work? Where does, who do you stay with in that depth? What's the problem, And this kids, these learners, some of them, they need that. They don't have that, to share, just to even share, to say, I have these issues at home. Or I have, my mom and dad are divorcing, And these are the things that we like it or we don't. They struck kids, and the kids bring it at school, and then they take it out on another learner, or they distract. They just destructive, and then we point at the child to say, "You are a problem," but there's a problem behind that problem. So I then did the whole program, and I put it aside. It took me 9 months to do it, full dedication. I see myself today, I'm like, what was in me? What was in me in 2016? Why the effort? Why so much zeal? I was young. So I've revealed my age. So relatively, I was also still young. I'm young, I'm doing something that's beyond me at that time. And I see it and have discussions with my wife about it. I say, but really, what? She was younger, even. She's younger than me. So I said, what got in us? And we don't have an answer. So the answer would be, I would say the answer would be, also, when God wants to use you on something like this platform, I strongly believe that, it's been waiting for you for a long time, way before you were born. He knew about it, and it's just something like that. And for every inception of something, there has to be an idea. All of this, the podcast, the setup, it's an idea. That's your idea. You can tell that I want this here, I want this here, I want to do, way before you actually get those things. You have visualized it, you have, I wouldn't say it's a vision.
But like, you have thought of it, and it's all now there. So now let's also now get to you spend 9 months formulating this. Who do you pitch it to?
Wow. So I finish it off, and I put it on the side. It's always been coming to say, look, this can only work for the government. Remember, the problem that I got from the beginning to start with was from our public
government
schools.
Yeah.
So, but then, there's just this difficulty of approaching our government. And it still happens today, And I think that's why we're not moving, is because they're not, our government is not open-minded. It's they can't call you and say, oh, do you have this idea? Do you have this? Let's open up. So I put it aside. A month later, my wife said, no, man, just send it to the Minister of Education. Just send it.
And who was the minister at that time?
It was Njimoteg.
Okay.
Yeah. So I then sent it to her, but I did not send the proposal. I sent a summary to say, look, I've got this. I think this would work. Okay. I actually put it down to her, explaining to her on the email to say, we need this, because there's so much. You're overworking our teachers. You want them to be teachers. You want them to
be psychologists. You want them to be social workers.
To teach.
Exactly.
So they can't. So I send it, and then I get an email, a response very quickly with reference numbers, case numbers, to say, come and pitch this at 777 Struben National Office on Friday. It was a Wednesday when I submitted, and I went. I was stunned. First of all,
That's the quick response.
When
you sent on a Wednesday, when did you get a response? Same Wednesday.
Same Wednesday. I got a call on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah, from a lady, and then she said, "Look, I'm gonna send you an email tomorrow, and then Friday we'll confirm." In actual fact, the directors want to see you, all of them. So I said, okay. You can imagine, I'm still young. I'm not now. So I'm also still frightened and shocked and appeased to this. So come Friday, I go to the national office. I was received at reception by a certain lady. I don't know if I'm allowed to name names, everyone.
No, I mean, you can just say, was she like the minister's PA?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the minister's office.
Mm.
Remember, my email was directed to her office directly. So it was not structural from this person to this person.
Okay.
Yeah, it was straight to her.
Okay.
So when I got there, I then presented.
How many people were there when you were presenting? Who was there? It was the minister also there?
No, okay. Thursday she calls me again.
Okay.
She said the minister was going to, on Wednesday she said the minister is going to be there.
Okay.
On Thursday she says no, the minister won't be there.
Okay.
Because she's got other things.
Commitments?
But the directors will be there.
Okay. So when you pitched, how many people were there?
There were 5.
5 people.
Yeah. You mean the directors were 5, including the assistant, the PA.
So it was 6 and then you were the 7th.
Yeah.
So you were pitching to 6 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I then pitched and they were stunned. They were shocked.
Impressed. Because now when you were pitching, you pitched your whole folder.
Yeah.
Like basically everything that you have in mind.
Yeah,
like
I actually went with a binder. With a binder. Yeah. And I gave them a binder as well.
And when you left them with a binder.
I left them with a binder.
Ooh.
Yeah. And during the presentation, they asked questions that, to me, they were very relevant. Mm-hmm. They asked me, this grade, they called it an idea. They said, look, it's just an idea for now because there's no money for this. There's no nothing for this. Mm-hmm. So they said to me, are you selling this? Are you selling this binder? I said to them, no, I did not think about it like that. So I'm not selling it. So they said, okay, you came to us with it. What do you want? Remember, this events of sequence is very short and quick. And we don't know what to expect. So I said to them, look, if this does come to pass, let me be part of it. If you guys are really taking it into the next level, I just want to be part of it so that I also contribute to it in my physicality way, not in the idea way only. And then they also asked me that you come up with something like this that needs people to be hired, which made sense to me. And I did not think about it like that from home. Who's gonna pay these people? And where are we gonna get these people? And I said to them, whenever there's an introduction of something new, we come up with ways to put it, introduce it, in phases, in stages. It can't just be, it's boom, it's a bomb. And it also made me realize that I never thought of it that far. And then they said, okay, we'll communicate with you. Thank you for the presentation. I responded, I said, look, it's not it's not in my ball game to get the people to also get the funds. I'll leave it to you. That's your part. And I left and I said, look, we'll keep in touch. They actually said, we'll keep in touch. This lady will keep in touch, and then, moving forward, I'm still in the mindset that they'll call me, they'll keep up.
Whenever, they can have the funds.
Yeah.
And all those stuff that were obstacles the time you pitched. I mean, you pitched in 2016.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about fast forward to when.
Now, I start receiving emails.
From the Department of Education?
Yeah.
Okay.
But remember, it's coming from that same email that I sent the first time. So now I'm just getting CC'd in the emails. Someone has forgot, not someone, but God, for some reason has left my name in those emails so that I'm not removed. So whenever I'm sitting, I'll just get an email, from director in the teachers unit, for your attention, something like that, or they would communicate with the
It's
idea.
a proper communication.
Yeah,
They're talking about it. How do we do what?
How do we?
I guess no one is even directing it to you because perhaps maybe at that time they are not aware that or remembering that you still see it. Or do you think it was the intention for you to see it?
No, it was not the intention, because then when I made contact, I was banned at the Department of Education at National Head Office. Yeah. So I wouldn't say it was their intention to do that. That's why I say it's God that did that. Fast forward 2019, they start rolling out the program. And I see it. It's during COVID. I'm at home. I'm checking articles, news. I see 287,000
new
assistant teachers are going to be employed. And then I make contact on the spot. I send a
copy,
a direct email to say, this is mine. We had agreements. Why are you guys moving along with this? At least without me, at least just, invite me and sit me down. And I got nothing. And it's during COVID. It's 2020. Early 2021. I'm bottled up. I'm trying to understand how. I go to the department. And I meet a certain gentleman. I won't name him as well.
Was he one of the directors that were present the time you were presenting this in 2016?
Yes. So when I get to the department, remember I know these guys now. I know all of them.
And their names.
And their names and their surnames. So when I get there, it's not like I don't know who I'm looking for. I'm very specific. I'm looking for this gentleman. No, this gentleman is not in. Okay, can I have this gentleman? Okay, the reception calls. Okay, there's a certain gentleman. Can you please come down and assist him? And he gets there and he says to me, look, the idea is yours. And you keep on coming here and complaining here. This thing is not funded by us. Yes, it's yours. It's not funded by us. It's not, we only administer it. So we do the administering of it. Go to presidential stimulus and complain there.
Who passed it to the presidential stimulus?
At that time, I'm not even aware what's presidential stimulus. I don't even know.
You're coming where you gave them the idea. Yes. So why are they now acting like you now have to go elsewhere? Because this is why I brought my idea. You guys are the ones that are supposed to tell me what the hell. Why am I getting pissed? Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. So I'm like, who's presidential stimulus?
Wait, at that time, was Angie still the minister?
Yes.
Okay.
Who is presidential stimulus? Where do I start? If you guys are saying I must go complain, so to me it was a diversion. They are diverting me from the main source to go elsewhere. And elsewhere, they don't know. You're still going to start with the whole story. They don't even know you.
When they presented your idea to the presidential stimulus, did they mention that this is not our idea, this is William's idea?
No, remember, I don't know that. They did it under the carpet.
That's the part that I'm saying. So when you go to the presidential stimulus as William, who are you there?
Who are you there? Exactly. So I was shocked. And on the spot, he says to me, do not come here again. He picks up the reception, says to the reception, please tell the security guys, never allow this guy again. They capture my name. Literally, they capture my name. Tsepiso William Brenem Ramasolo. It's never allowed in here. Because when you enter in that department,
They need your ID. Yeah. So,
So
the moment your ID is put there, it's banned.
it's
From
banned.
the Department of Education in South Africa.
Yes. So
Like,
yeah. So now I'm scared. I'm puzzled. I'm saying, look, how did it get to the presidential stimulus? I don't even know this fund.
this time that you got burned, it was time number what for you to go there?
Two.
It was your second time?
No, maybe fourth. I've been calling them. I've been going. My wife works in town, so sometimes when I'm in town, I'll just go. And when you go there, no, the directors are out of province.
Did you ever get there and be disruptive or violent? Did you ever were you yelling, shouting? Like, I don't understand. What is the reason for them to ban you? Are they banning you simply because they don't want to give you answers?
Yeah, I think another thing is because maybe they know what they've done. So you just don't ban someone that actually did come and try to assist. This person was trying to assist at first. Now he's an enemy. That you actually ban him from the department to a point where I lost my matric certificate and I couldn't go there for years. And I told my wife, I said, I can't go there. If I force myself to go there,
they can arrest you.
They can arrest me or they can do something to me. So I'm not. I'll rather suffer without that original matric certificate. I'll just have a copy and then that's it. So yeah, it's been tough. Yeah.
So did you end up going to the presidential?
No, I didn't. I didn't because I as you said, explaining yourself from the start.
Who do you even go to first?
Yeah, it was that thing. Who do you even go to first?
Did you ever try and get maybe the presidential email where you can write directly to Ramaphosa?
I didn't because I strongly believe and feel that he's not aware of it. And I strongly believe that he's not part of this, all this, this what they did, because it's not coming from him directly, or I did not present to him directly. So someone took credit from the Department of Education and went to Mr. Ramaphosa and said, President Ramaphosa, and said, look, I've got this thing, and it can work, and after my presentation, I remember my wife telling me, saying, do you know, baby, this thing is going to create millions of jobs. I was not thinking like
that far.
I was thinking of the problems, the solution, the in-depth. And I just said, you think so? Okay. At that time.
It has.
And to date, I think it's 13 million youth.
Wow.
Have been employed under the program.
Which was your idea.
Yeah, and it's still ongoing. And they took it exactly as it is, but they're just trying to
alter here and
there as time progresses. Because remember, I said I broke it down in phases. So I had like the new phase, the new phase would be like the descriptive phase, to just, try to the new assistant teachers that will be coming in, try to, nurture them into this assistant teacher. I was thinking of it in a qualification sense at the end game, and that was the aim for me. So it got me so much, it took my life. This thing took my life over. It literally shattered me over, but at the same time, I came to a point where I'm grateful to say, you know what, I've seen the power of God. I've seen the power of how God can use a human being and have influence in millions of lives of people. And when I say those 13 million people that the program has always has hired, since the inception of it. It's not just them. They have families
that are being fed.
that
They
are
have
being
families
fed.
that are going to schools
Yeah.
and being funded by that. They have children that
Yeah.
get to eat because of that. But now I think the issue here now is after you were now banned from entering was it a branch of the Department of Education, or did they put it on like system like countrywide? Like you can't go to any department.
That's the national. I was at national. That's where NG's office is. That's where the directors are. So when you talk about branches, because I had to learn the whole structure as well. They got me into learning the whole system, the whole structure, who is who. They got that. They got me studying that. So there's provincial. You can't go to provincial because provincial still has to report
Submit and report to
to
national.
HOD, from HOD to national.
Did you ever try and go to like another, like let's say maybe for you to
Yes.
get your, and where you banned there? Wasn't your name
I
flagged?
tried other alternatives, but then I failed because of when this story is so much unbelievable, and I understand. It's always been difficult for me. I've carried it with my wife alone and my kids. They know, and my family and my father. And I can't even share to a normal person on the road. It's hard for me because it feels so heavy on my shoulder to say I did this, Someone's going to say you're crazy.
But now when you pitched this idea to the Department of Education, did you specify it as assistant teachers?
Yes, that's a very good question. When you start with something, you can't say, this is a bottle. So I broke it down. I said assistant teachers, facilitators, mediator, youth coach, because I couldn't have so I was also running away from the word tutor. I need to be honest about it.
Okay, you didn't want it to be tutor because your vision was it's bigger than what a tutor is. A tutor only just focuses on the study.
Yes.
Here, I'll tutor you on this. But
Yes.
an assistant teacher is supposed, with your vision, an assistant teacher is supposed to learn the child, help the child, also on a personal level.
Yes.
Understand why are you engaging in sexual activities as a child?
Why
What's happening at your home? Why is, you know what?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
when
so
you break it down that way, it makes sense.
Yeah, tutors are not allowed to speak about personal issues.
Yes, you're there only to tutor with the studies. That's 1,000%.
Yeah, a tutor can never ask you, how's your mom?
Yes.
How's your dad?
Yeah.
They can't.
They're there just to simply focus on the. But now, I mean, guys, honestly, you know what is the thing that breaks my heart?
Yeah.
I'm one who says if you are someone that is going to follow everything that education has taught us, you're going to end up very much suffering in this world.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I'm not even going to lie. A lot of the things that we get from education, they put you in a box.
Yeah.
And this is my opinion, right? Which is why if you look at it, most successful people are uneducated.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because they get to be out of that box.
Yeah.
Whilst you're in the system, you are trained that anybody that doesn't have what you have is useless or is less than, and they train you are trained that without this paper of qualification, you are just not enough.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And for me, looking at it, I feel like we have been lied to so much.
Yeah.
History was definitely rewritten.
Yes.
Because how many black people have invented things that even till today we don't know? Our young children didn't even know it was a black man from Soweto, if I'm not mistaken, that invented Please Call Me. Imagine.
Yeah.
Please Call Me.
Yeah.
An idea that was so out of this world. Like this person came up with it, and this is a black child.
Yeah.
Now you want to tell me it's a black child, and I'm sitting right in front of a black child that actually came with the idea of assistant teachers that has provided millions and millions of jobs and opportunities for the youth to feed today.
Yeah. Sure. When you say like that,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it gets a bit difficult. I've had these moments a lot of times in my life.
I'm so sorry. I don't even have a tissue here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's been hard. It's been hard. You know, there's this thing that I want to encourage people.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We need to stop this thing of us black people undermining each other.
Yeah.
We need to stop the stigma of saying we can't go beyond.
Yeah.
It's a certain type of people. And it's what you're saying that it's something that they taught us, they planted, they brainwashed us, you know.
Into thinking we're stupid and less than, and we cannot come up with ideas like this whole thing. My heart breaks for you.
Yeah.
Because it's so unfair. And to think with the directors that you met at the Department of Education, how many of them were black?
Yeah, it's all of them.
All of them were black.
Yeah.
At that moment, the Minister of Education at that time was a black woman.
Yeah, it's also a black woman. Yeah.
And when you sent the first email summarizing everything, you sent it to Angie's direct email.
Actually.
Or office.
Good day, Miss Angie Mutera. That's the first thing. Because remember, I did not know how to put it.
Yeah.
So I got her email from the internet. So when they called, they said it's the minister's office. Yes. So that is how it was directed.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to come back to what you said is that, you know, we undermine each other. And that's another thing for me not saying this to a random black people.
Mm-hmm.
Is because we have that thing. You know, they're just gonna say, look, you're crazy. You know, you can't start something like this. But I also say for every single thing that you see on this world, there's an idea behind it.
Yeah.
It's a pencil, it's a pen, there's an idea behind it. And as I say, you know, I used to be very bitter, you know, and my wife would sometimes say, look, man, we've done great. These people are working. We've done great. You know, the only thing that really gets me angry, also, is the way they are doing it. And we talk of 13 million people. If you were to take out your calculator and times 13 million times 4,400, you're looking at a range of about over 100 billion. Now, how the program runs, it's not sustainable, first of all. You tell me that 100 billion cannot create something sustainable for our youth permanently. So if you are a youth, let's say you finish your matric, you want to enroll in this program, you get chosen to. You can only do it once for 6 months. Then it's over for you. You will never be an assistant teacher. So is that being sustainable? They are out there. Even my younger sister, at one point, she was an assistant teacher. And she left because she was cleaning toilets. She was fighting with the principal because she was cleaning toilets. You see, that again, that's something that's not even aligned to the program.
To the vision that you had. Yeah. And again, when you say it's unsustainable, I won't lie to you. I don't really know too much about the program and how it runs.
Yeah.
But I know that right now there was an issue with payments of the same assistant teachers that are teaching.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they've not been paid now for 2 months almost,
sure.
but over a month.
Yeah.
almost 2 months, I think. I think 2 months now. I think they've not gotten paid. The time that the children went on school break, because I know someone that is an assistant teacher, unless if it is only in that school.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But she told me that she's not the only one, and it's not only just her school. She has another friend that is an assistant teacher in another school, and they have not been paid, I think, now for almost 2 months, but they're still going to work. That's number one. Number two, in 6 months, if right now I am in this class, I am a child that is from an abusive family.
Yeah.
Maybe I am getting molested by my uncle.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult for me to open up to this assistant teacher.
Yeah.
Mid-year she leaves, a new person comes.
Yeah.
Now the trauma that I carried, I'm not going to carry it through to the next person. People are very much different.
Yeah.
Children that face trauma, and that's where psychology comes in.
Yeah.
I did psychology.
Okay.
Children of trauma, it's very difficult for a child that struggles with trauma to open up, which is why they have behavioral problems, because as children they're still unable to control their emotions. So it's either they go into a rage or they go into like being very promiscuous. English.
Yeah.
Or they do different certain stuff. So I think that, my heart breaks for you always, because your idea was taken. And it was executed in a way that still does not serve the vision that you had even in the beginning of this whole thing.
Yeah, it pains me too. And as I say to you, the top, it does not know these things. And it's so painful that now, there is no, when they take it out, even on articles and on the news, they say the Department of Education has created millions of jobs. Which jobs is it? It's not sustainable, So I sat down with my attorneys, one time, and they looked deeper into it, and they said, look, I'm not saying it, but I'm not saying it's like that, but it looks like something is being done. Because remember, this thing started during COVID.
The time that funding, the 500 billion had just come in, which is still explained fully even to date,
Yes.
But now the thing that I want us to now also just go to is, are you taking legal action against the Department of Education for taking your idea and executing it without you and without compensating you, or without reaching terms of agreement?
I tried. I've tried, and it's not like it's over. But it's one of the most difficult cases. The attorneys, I spoke to one of the, how can I put it? I spoke to Mr. Makate's advocate, and we had a long chat with him and other advocates with this matter. And they said this has never been done in South Africa. It's never been happened. And we know of when a company like Mr. Makate, when they stole his idea, we know that it's called private intellectual property. That's a private company. So mine, it's public intellectual property. It's never been done. It's never been heard of. And that's the difficulty of it. It's going to need a lot of money.
That you obviously don't have right
now. That
I
obviously don't have. Like a lot of money. I'm not going to say how much.
Yeah, but a lot.
A lot.
So now I think that the other thing again that I want to ask is, do you think maybe it would be better to start off by sending an email to the president's office, explaining everything that happened, attaching all the emails from the beginning, from the one you sent to Angie's office, the response that you got from Angie's office, the appointment and agreement time in 2016 to go and meet. You write down this director, this one, and Angie's PA was also in there, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you, with the emails that you were now being CC'd, you still have that communication there and everything, right?
Yeah.
Then forward everything, attach the whole binder, every single thing. And if possible, not even if possible, copy, scan the full binder and send it to the way that you left it with these guys. Send it to the president's office and say, this is the situation that I'm going through. My idea was actually stolen. Because what nonsense is this, guys? Like, really, what nonsense is this?
Yeah. I would like to do that, but you know,
Are you scared for your life?
yeah. I'm not scared precisely. When I'm here now, I'm not. I used to. I would say, look, I'd rather be killed than this thing kill me. Is what I can tell you. It's better for you to shoot me and take me out than this thing eat me for these years and years and just slowly, kill me.
It has been 9 years, right?
Yeah, it's been
almost 9 years.
Yeah,
9 years this year.
Yeah.
Since you pitched the idea.
Yeah.
And how many years after you pitched the idea it was now implemented? 4 years?
It's been
3, 4.
It's 5 years.
No,
5.
I mean,
you mean
you pitched it 2016, so 2017, 2018. So it was
90.
only 2 years and 2.5 years for them to implement it.
Yeah.
And no one can still even explain to you who took it further, who took it to the implementation stage.
Yeah.
And what did they get for that idea?
Yeah.
Because do you think they just went and they said, yeah, it is for free? I doubt.
No, it can't be like that. It cannot be like that.
It's either they also get a certain portion every month or they were paid out a lot of money, praises, because anything that is going to benefit you, even in your career, if it's a promotion of you came out with a great idea but it was not yours, that's still theft.
Yeah. So we picked up as well with the attorneys while we were discussing that it doesn't make sense that also Owamie you'd hire someone. So you have because the presidential, when I started looking into the presidential stimulus, it's a fund that started during COVID. So when we sat down and we were sitting, it looked like, these guys every 6 months, they go into that pot and then they take a huge chunk of money and then to create this 6 months jobs.
For 4,000.
But then when you take out, do you take only that
for that?
So that's the things that, they were also questioning themselves to say, is it every 6 months do they grab this huge portion?
And does it go?
So that
how much of it goes to the people and how much of it stays behind? And whatever is staying behind, who is taking it? Because whose idea was it even?
Yeah.
Who is actually getting paid for that intellectual property?
Yeah. So we also sat down because we understood that to administer let's say 300,000 people, it's costly in terms of your pay slips, your salary, you need
admin even just for that.
Just admin. It's costly for that. But we also picked up that they are not doing it like that. So the department is not paying direct. They are paying the schools. And then the school is paying this assistant teacher. Hence your relative says that they were not getting paid.
No, it's actually a friend. Yeah.
For 2 months. Because the school is not paying. Because the school is waiting for that money.
Wow.
So the school is saying, we're waiting for the money.
Makes sense.
Yes.
1,000%.
So if the program was direct from the Department of Education, then these assistant teachers would get the money from
the
Department of
government.
Education.
Yes, and they would be on the system.
Yes.
And I think the reason why they're not put on the system, imagine the admin of him to change people every 6 months.
Every 6 months. That's what we got to with the attorneys to say they can't, because then it will cost them. So it's better for them. They take out the money and say, Shalanani Primary School, get 5
assistant teachers, and they pay for the 5 for the 6 months, and they're out. But how much was taken from the pot?
How much was how much was taken from the pot? Yeah. So it's been a lot of challenges that we sat down and dealt with, and in a way they sort of like implicate the top to say, how do you do things on top there? So part of it is me saying that I'm also fed up with the corruption of it. And, you turn something good into bad is how I feel. I'm happy that people got fed. I'm happy that people got jobs. But I'm also sad the way it's been done.
And also, like, for me, again, are the children getting the help that even from the beginning you really wanted it to?
Yeah, they are not.
Because as assistant teachers, from what I understand, it seems like most of them, they're just there to help teachers. They now are the ones marking scripts and whatnot. And it's like, okay, if you are explaining it in that way, was that even
implemented
implemented the right way? Like
the psychology part,
exactly,
the sociology part. It's you'll never hear of that. So, and that's another thing. And you go to these private schools. Our private schools, they have these things. Yeah. They have a committee, a discipline committee. They have a psychology. They have campus. On campus.
Yeah, they have a psychology. They have they have. So it really is something that is quite sad. If you let's say someone is watching this and they have a law firm and they're like, listen, we can do this at maybe a 25% retainer. Let's go ahead after the department. Would you be open to that?
Yes, I would be open to that.
Would be open to that.
I also have attorneys, but it's the advocate part because of the way this matter is so high. It's not just of an attorney; it's also needing an advocate as well.
Because at this point, I think we're gonna also talk, but I think that as much publicity as you can get for this story, that is something that will also help your case, because this honestly is something that is really sad, and it really is just so disappointing. Because now I know that we have a new Minister of Education. I just don't know who it is. Who's the new Minister of Education?
This the DA lady here. I don't want to mention names here.
Because I think maybe we should send her an email as well to say, listen, before you took over, this is what happened. These are the appointments. When you try to get answers, a whole department of education in South Africa banned you, yet you were not there causing disruptions, you were not there breaking stuff and whatever, simply because you were there trying to get answers of what happened. This is what they actually did. So I think maybe we should start there, and maybe because you might find that she took over not knowing. So, I think that's something that we can also do then, get her email address and all. But I really am so sorry. And I think this is something that I'm going to go ahead and say, is that Black people, we are very, very smart.
Yeah.
We're very, very innovative. There's this joke that says how a Black person never invents anything. And that is a lie. Yeah. Black people have invented so much, but they've been killed and their ideas stolen. Yeah. And the difference is that back then it was being done by the colonizers. The worst part is that now it's being done to us by our own people. Yeah. And that is the most saddest thing ever. You know?
Yeah, it's difficult, when you see your own brother, sister, really undermining you to the core. It's painful. And now you question yourself. And how are we going to do things going forward? How is people going to come out? The very same inventors, they're scared to come out.
They are,
They
and
are.
the ideas have been stolen.
Yes.
And most of the times you find that you are getting this idea as a child.
Yeah.
You don't know anything. I mean, as of now, you can't pitch anything to anybody before you copyright your idea.
Yeah.
See, if it was now and you have all the knowledge, you were going to go and copyright your idea.
True.
And then you're going to go present it. If they use it, your copyright is already here. It has got the date and when it was registered and everything. So they can't even steal it because it's already registered. But now with issues like this, then what is supposed to happen? Because we know that you are not the only one.
Yeah.
If anything, that guy from Vodacom has shown us you're not the only one.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there's also this young man that invented this system. I think it was of water. It was in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And he just died mysteriously.
Yeah.
Right after just, saying he got a new idea. And I remember people saying that, the way that he passed was very questionable. So stuff like that is what's really just so heartbreaking,
Yeah.
But I think that what I'll do is that please right now, just as you're about to leave, send your email address. Okay. I'm going to have your email address here. I'm also going to have my email address here. If anyone feels that they can be able to help, please do, send an email and maybe perhaps share how you can be able to help. You do have lawyers, but if you have 1, 2 can never hurt. If you have 2, 3 can never hurt. If you have 10, 20 can never hurt. So I think this is one of those things. But I think the best thing would be, let's start off by writing to the new Minister of Education and let them know this is what has happened. Is there a way that they can help? If not, presidential office. You understand? If not, make as much noise as possible. I saw somebody saying that the customers that get hurt, the customers that get serious service is the problematic customers. The one that the moment you do your hair like this, you remove it and put it back. Tomorrow you'll never mess up with that person. But the one who you do and they're quiet, then tomorrow you do it again. You're like, that one is not a problem. Meanwhile, it should be the other way around. It's like, the problematic ones should get lesser service, and then the non-problematic ones should get presidential treatment. But it's not like that. So make as much noise as you possibly can. Go to every podcast that you have to in this country. Open a TikTok account and detail every single thing. Because TikTok, you can quickly go viral. You understand? Share your story until everybody knows that you are the one that actually came with this idea. And also, who knows, ask for funding. We can ask for funding from Americans. If you explain stuff like this, like people from all over the world, they can fund you to say, you know what, go on and fight this. You spent 9 months coming up with an idea that was just stolen, implemented, not even the way that you had even presented it. And on top of that, you have been banned from the Department of Education. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and thank you very much, my sister.
No.
I'll sleep today. I'll sleep a bit. I'll sleep tonight. Because I never thought, I'm a shy person. I told you, I never thought I'll be on the platform like this and sharing this story. I've always been scared. As I said, it's not like I'm brave. I've always been scared. Even to go there, when I got banned, I said, I'm never gonna go back there again. Never. So I'm so thankful that you gave me this opportunity, and also to encourage other Black brothers and sisters out there to say they must not undermine themselves, regardless of what it is. They must not. No one must do that. They must come out, actually. So I'm thankful for this platform, for opening up to me to share my story.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And you're a very brilliant man. And as much as you're going to be fighting this, look for another problem.
Yeah.
Come up with a solution
I
for
do
it.
already.
You understand? Copyright your idea.
I have already.
Great. Then pitch it. They try nonsense so very quick. That one you don't even need to go through any other things. But all I'm saying is that they may have stolen the idea, but they didn't steal the pot from where the idea came from. So you still can come up with even better ideas, as you're saying that you already have. But at the end of the day, this one you should not let it go. Because it is your intellectual property. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So I'm really also just so proud of you, of the fact that, you were able to do it, and you were
thanks.
able to come and you were able to share your story publicly. Ninjas, again, as I said, we'll have his email address. I'll also have my email address, so there will be like same place. You can choose whichever email address you can, or you can send one and CC the other. And then, let's find a solution on how we can actually help him. Because for me, I feel like it's not only just fighting for you.
Yeah.
Can we also fight for the upcoming generation
Yes.
of Black,
Yes.
young South Africans
Yes.
that have ideas that keep getting stolen, they're not compensated, and they are screwed over? It is so heartbreaking that in a country like this, things like this would still even happen. In a government that claims to want to uplift Black people, after the whole apartheid saga,
Yeah.
it's still Black men, Black women that screw a Black child. Disappointing. 1,000% disappointing. 1,000% disappointing. So please make sure that you do send that email, CC the other, and then let's see how we can actually take it from there. I'm gonna also need you to open a TikTok account and send me the name, so that guys go follow him quick and share your story.
Yeah.
If you have to talk about it every day, do it.
No,
And I know there are people that will say, but you've been talking about it. Say yes, and I will continue talking about it until we're not that is saying I've been talking about it, you do something. Now I'm banned from the Department of Education. If you're saying I should stop, when I go there for me, that's when I will stop.
Yeah.
When this whole issue is resolved. You understand?
Yeah.
So man. Anyway, ninjas, thank you guys so much. And I'd like to just say that to Angie and your office, it is so disappointing. It is so disappointing that something like this would actually happen under your leadership. It's so disappointing that something like this would happen under your leadership. And from what I'm hearing, the program was still implemented whilst you were still in office. The fact that his first email that came, it was very quick for it to get responded to. But the later emails that he now sent, after he saw his program being implemented without him in it, without any compensation, without any agreement of what should happen, were now ignored. It says a lot about the integrity of you, the integrity of your office, the integrity of people that work under you, and the people that you're working with or were working with. So it's very, very disappointing. And I do hope that the new Minister of Education will be able to at least give this man an ear and actually do right by him, because this really honestly is something that is very much unfair. But anyway, from Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.